And so after like 3 tries, she gets it down. It locks in. I'm in pain.
We're sorry, everyone. This guy's fupa is just too good.
It's too good, yeah.
It can't be stopped.
All right, so we are continuing the Miracle World saga.
Miraculous.
Up to number 3. Now, yesterday, a Christmas miracle happened, only as I can describe it. We were driving along a street, and we came upon a halfway house. Now, we drive past this halfway house a bit because it's near Gabriel's dad's house, and this is near the hospital.
Yeah, so my dad lives near the Royal Brisbane Hospital sort of compound area, and they have like various other medical facilities. Now, see, look. Okay, that was on me because I wasn't paying attention.
So yeah, it's a halfway house, and in a sing-song voice, as I do everything, you know, I'm like, oh look, there's police at the halfway house, and then as we look to the left, as there's a police pulling up a guy,
I think it was a woman.
I'm pretty sure I saw a penis, but anyway, fuck it, the pants fall down. The pants just fall down.
It was perfect.
At the exact moment my song ended, just like we both started howling and clapping and cheering because
it was it was that effortless, like they weren't really wrestling. I mean, I'm still 100% sure it was a woman, but they weren't really wrestling.
If it was a woman, they had a mighty pubis mound.
Oh, yeah. No, because that was something I was going to bring up. Like, that's the most, like, it looked like she was sitting on Wolverine's shoulders. Like, you know, you're forgetting that this is a crazy feral lady who is probably not very well nourished, you know, and, like, these people develop, like, really just baffling. Oh, fuck off. So I'm going to assume, penis!
Yeah, that's death.
Yeah.
But now he's a wizard for some reason.
He's a death wizard. Death wizard, if you spelled death without the A and wizard with just 2 Z's, is like a pretty awesome fucking hair metal. Fuck band.
Look, they're going ham on the wizard blocks. I'm not a fan of that.
A little bit, yeah. So this is another ROM hack that was, you know, a very complete one. It was being worked on pretty much at the same time as Alex Kidd 2 and was originally going to be an Alex Kidd 2, and then Alex Kidd 2 came out, so this guy was like, all right, well, this is Alex Kidd 3.
Motherfucker!
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I think this works a lot better as 3, because 2 starts out where 1 ends, so it's definitely a continuation. Whereas this one's kind of like, oh yeah, we've dealt with like fucking, you know...
This feels like a fucking, yeah.
Because like the general look of Alex is slightly more like his Mega Drive appearance. So a little sprite there, although I will say that the Punch and Duck sprites I think are just more or less identical, with a few.
I don't like the standing sprite. I don't like the yeah.
Because
he's just a weird grin.
You don't like his creepy smile. You don't like his sinister little. What's he smiling about?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I mean, there's wizards everywhere. Why is he smiling about this?
Yeah. Death wizards. Hell yeah, I've got Death Wizard fucking spray painted.
What's this place called? Is it Miracle World? Is that the place?
Yeah, so this one's Alex Kidd 3.
No, but like, what's the land called? Like the country.
The stage?
No, the country.
Fuck.
Is it Redaxia?
Yeah, Redaxian or something. Redaxian.
Yeah, so Redaxia got invaded by a bunch of hair metal, and...
Oh, yeah, actually, because, I forgot about that. The villains are like a band or some shit.
Oh, are they?
Something like that.
Did I hit the nail on the head? I was just, like, saying it because of the, you know...
Well, they're
Death
like,
wizards.
so,
shit.
The plot has stuff to do with, like, it's not about, like, fucking what's his name.
Is the plot in the game?
Well, I think this is it. So, Dildo, the Oracle of Aries. Okay.
In the south of Miracle World, and
Hoodlum World, that's right.
And Nanotani Kingdom is invaded by furries. The Fool. He comes from Hoodlum World and wants revenge on the master of Shellcore. His gang of thugs spread terror and only you can save us. I mean, why can only Alex save them? Has anyone else even fucking tried?
Probably not. I mean, that's probably just it, like, you know. He's sort of like, this is why you don't ever let anyone know that you're good at anything at work.
Yeah,
you know?
Because you become that guy.
Yeah, you get 5 extra jobs that you don't get paid for. Because, like, someone I worked with at one of the bars was like, oh, yeah, I was an apprentice, you know, fucking plumber for a while. And then it's just like, oh, really? me. And
Yeah.
then,
All the plumbing work for you, buddy.
yeah. Suddenly he's
Can
just
you
like...
break those things? What are those?
What?
Things on the pots. Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are like those sponges. I feel like that should be a secret, but it isn't.
Yeah, so now he's plumbing bitch.
Yeah, so he's plum bitch. So it's just like, oh yeah, now you're gonna be here. And like, he's getting paid for the extra like time he's at work, but he's getting paid like fucking, you know, oh buggery.
A shitty normal wage for
Well, yeah, he's
for
getting
a
paid his
specialty.
fucking glassy hourly for like hanging out and like fucking tinkering with the toilet. And it's like, fucked up, champ. You know?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I made the fool-ass mistake of saying I was good with computers, but that just meant every now and then when there was some kind of, like, weird, really ultimately basically solvable fucking problem, they, you know, got me to deal with it. Because, you know, most of the office computers in these situations are all operate on, like, that, you know, point-of-sale thing.
Yeah.
Which is bought software that comes with, like, support, so, you know.
That looks like a skull in the middle.
What does?
The green thing.
Oh.
Like kind of a wonky one, you know?
Yeah, like one of those octopus that died.
Yeah.
I did it. I finally killed the octopus.
Octopussy! She's the one for you! Octopussy! That's how the song went, right?
I have no fucking clue.
For
It's
James
still-
Bond.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. But I don't have
Can you
that
remember
kind of-
those movies?
Oh, I remember the films. I don't really remember the fucking songs.
I remember the product placements.
Like, I know that there are songs, because
They
it's
were
like,
very funny.
you know, a big deal. Like, I know that, like, the fucking... Whatever the fuck you, who was the guy in Octopussy?
Water wizards. Water death wizards.
Yeah, I'm not okay with water wizards. I mean, it's kind of nice that they're green. I will appreciate that, you know. A little bit of graphical difference to Poo Poo Shitty Bum. Oh yeah, well I wouldn't have been able to get down there anyway. See, there are a lot of secrets in this one. So this one's a little bit more outside of the norm, you know, by a notch or two. Like it you know, and again, I think that fits better for
think,
like the idea of this being the third one, you know.
Yeah. Back to Octopussy. I think it was Roger Moore.
Yeah, that's the one. Because they were getting real goofy by that stage.
Yeah.
Fuck Nugget, fuck you. Alright.
That looks like a bunch of bullshit.
Guess I guess I just don't get to have that. Nope. I was bad. Now I get nothing. Oh, fucking, okay.
Oh, so maybe you can go through bits.
I mean, almost certainly, but like, you know.
Too late.
Oh, look, fuck you!
Do we have lives?
Yeah, but, you know, I've collected a few
Oh, they're
extra
hidden on the
ones,
screen.
yeah. Well, you know, you can't have a HUD in these games, Aaron. That's just like, when you're like arguing with like the fucking programming department and shit to like, okay, I'd like my fish to have an eyeball. Like, the fucking idea of having shit on
Oh.
fucking dick's ass, fuck, cunt. Oh, look, suck my ring.
Present it.
Look, I fucking
Like a
forgot to-
blue-ringed octopus.
Alright, well, I forgot to save the steaks. I was busy fucking thinking about some woman's giant pubes. But yeah, her fucking pants...
Are you still on that? Wow.
Well, like, you know, I was on it when I started. And the problem is then I need to, like,
We
go back
traveled.
to the start of a thought. And, like, that's very difficult for me. It's, you know, it just doesn't do that.
Instead of just breaking it, have you tried jumping on top of it and then going up the top bit there?
Yeah, there's nothing up there, though. Like,
Okay.
You know.
I thought that might when you said the secrets, I thought that might be like teleports or something.
I mean, there probably is. I don't know about teleports, but I think there's a lot of, like, fake blocks.
Right.
I think that's sort of, like, where we're at with this. Yeah. Penis.
Penis wizard. You done fucked up.
I have. Aha!
That was lucky.
I unfucked up. Alright, now I'm not gonna hit that, because, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was a wizard.
Yeah.
You remembered.
I mean, I suppose if I were a wizard and I'd been imprisoned in some kind of block, I'd just try to kill whatever I saw
Simba.
when I first got out of the block.
You
It's
have
like-
to remember. If I appeared to you as a giant head in the sky, would you be freaked out?
Well, it depends on... Yeah, but like, okay, so like... I'd be freaked out at first because I'd think, oh god, the fucking drugs have caught up with me. Which is like kind of a lingering dread that I have, just generally.
But it's actually just me, like, losing my phone, and I just want to know if you want to hang out and play Street Fighter.
So, like, the question would be, like, okay, is that what's happening?
Or what's
But,
the
like,
alternative?
Well, I mean, it'd have to be some kind of hallucination.
You're right.
Unless,
You nearly threw up.
no, it was more of like I kind of like burped straight into my uvula, which is just a bit rough, you know.
Ah, yes. Bert Newton Vuvula.
I'm Australian TV legend Bert Uvula. Yep. I gotta stop doing that. I don't know why. It's just like it's that dumb animal part of the brain that can't grasp like the thing that you're touching again might, like, you know.
Yeah,
It's a novel stimulus, so your brain goes, oh, well, maybe this one's a cookie, and it's not. Like,
yeah,
it's
no,
never
and
a
because we're
fucking
also
cookie.
sitting here talking shit. So, like,
Oh yeah, but no, that woman's pants came down perfectly because there's a very specific form of comedy pants drop where it just, like, gravity does it, and there's like, because, you know, if you pull pants down, or if something, say, pulls pants down, there's pull, and you see there's a difference in the acceleration and the eventual, you know, it's a fight, and it's like that's funny, but it's like not as good, you know. These just fell as though, you know, the pants themselves wanted out. It was flawless.
Because at the time there was, I think, 2 to 3 police officers, and there was one that was starting to restrain the person.
They had them, yeah.
Their hand started going behind one hand started going behind their back, and then the other to, you know, cuff them.
Yeah.
So their arms were in the process of moving behind their back as the pants just dropped tremendously.
It was so good. And like, again, we're driving by at like fucking speed, you know.
Yeah, we're going 60 kilometers an hour. So, you know, I've slowed down slightly because, you know, traffic in front of us and stuff. So we're going about 50-ish.
And Aaron goes, cops at the, you know, and I was barely even really interested in the fact that there were cops at the fucking halfway house because, you know, I've seen that. You know, that's not a fucking rare occurrence for me.
Watch out for the wizard.
Yeah. Was this a wizard? Oh yeah, it was a green wizard.
Yeah.
Fuck it, who cares? Why risk it? It's not like it's ever a biscuit. And
Yeah, no.
I'm remembering to save states this time.
This game hasn't given us much of a reward yet, apart from a ring every now and then.
Yeah, well, there was one ring and one life.
There's a life down the bottom left.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there we are. Diddle-a-diddle-a-doo.
So the pants just dropped, and I wish we were there longer.
God damn it.
I really wish we were.
See, part of me kind of wishes that too, because it was fucking funny, but like, also there's a beauty to the brevity of it, you know? Like, we looked, pants came down, and then like
Very true.
Like, you know, like that, it was over.
Life gave us
A perfect moment.
nudity
Yeah.
and pants drop, and you can't really ask for more than that. It was a good day.
It was the Holy Grail. Alright, there we go.
Hey.
Now, look.
That's a wizard. I said it. You did it anyway.
You said it. I know you said it. Penis.
Yep.
Penis. Daddy, no!
Load the state.
Why you like that? I don't know. I'll probably just like, I'll
continue from
save
here?
it. Yeah, I'll just continue from here. I will save here though, because I do have some spare lives. Why put a hidden secret block somewhere and then make it just a fucking wizard, you know? Like, why do that to me? Why are you like this? I think the person who made this was French.
I think they're obsessed with wizards.
That's possible. Is that a French cultural trait? I don't know.
Maybe
this goes somewhere, because I gotta start thinking about this fucking, like, blocks that aren't
problem
blocks
is you can't
shit.
really fit through so much. So a lot of it, you just won't, like, touch and stuff. Because, like, look at that shit.
Yeah.
How
but
are
I
you
mean-
supposed to get that?
Well, I mean, there's probably a way, unless that's, like, some kind of fucking shenanigan by itself.
I feel it might be a shenanigan. I feel like they might have done it just to go, fuck you.
Yeah, like, see, that's, you know, we get these little clues.
Bubble.
Oh, fuck off, you fucking weird angled bubble. Goddamn fucking scattershot bullshit, fucking, yeah.
Now watch this one. He did you in last time.
Yeah.
Be higher, like, then... Because you don't want to be under him when he goes wham.
You don't want to be like...
There you go.
You don't want to be higher or lower is the thing.
Yeah, you just want to kind of be on par.
Because there's not a lot of fucking horizontals. Like,
But what I mean by
Look at
higher, you want, like, the bottom part of the fist to be on, like, the top of his head.
I do like that there's a whole new Alex munching away at his little bowler eyes.
The graphics nice there. I really enjoy that. It kind of, like, doesn't fit completely with the aesthetic of the levels, though. And it is a fan game. I'm critiquing a ROM hack. I know. I understand.
I mean, I don't know.
But still, it's got a lot of fucking effort put into it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, see, I like this one because it is like a bunch of, it's the pig from fucking Wonder Boy. Hey, dude, all my items.
All right, what is...
Go and get some of these items.
I mean, you've got enough for a car.
So, a thing of fire.
Save state and check what they do.
Yeah, actually, that's a fucking...
I'm genius.
Yeah,
grab the first two. I think that's just the pig making noise. Grab the other one.
Well, yeah, well, give me a second. Let's...
Okay.
All right, that replaces the spare Alex's.
That makes sense.
Okay, that also sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just the pig.
What does this one do?
It's probably just chucks monkeys or some shit. Okay. I can't punch.
Punch it like...
Oh, okay.
Invincibility.
Right. I'm filled with monkey rage.
Interesting. All right, car, obviously.
Car, yeah. Fucking... I don't want anything but...
As in tradition, unless it's a ring or a car or a vehicle, everything sucks.
I don't have any gun, but I do have a car.
Ooh. You can probably just drive it, yeah, over one spaces. Oh, yes. He's doing it.
I
You can see the code. There's no wizards in the code.
I don't think that thing wasn't a wizard. That was nice. And back we go into miraculous world. And so this chud, like, loading my fucking
yeah, you put it on 0.
So this fucking chud like tries to talk to my manager about putting poker machines into that bar.
Ugh.
And that was fucking classic. Because my manager at the time, and he still is, like a very mild-mannered dude, like, particularly for like someone who works, you know, in bars. But this just fucking set him off. I think it offended him that the dude would even, like, ask. Hey, mate, what the fuck are you talking about? Gaming, mate, gaming, you know, make, dicks. You know? Get some earners in here. It's just like...
Fuck off.
Yeah, because he...
You degenerate, soulless piece of shit.
He tried the fucking gentle brush off first, and the dude, you know, pressed the point, and it was just like, okay, you're a subhuman. And yeah, so basically degenerate chuds like that, you know, have a lot of money, because, you know, pokies steal it all from pensioners and degenerates, and they purchase politicians and can... How dare you! Ah, fucking look!
That is one of the cuntiest things I have ever seen.
Fucking mailbox.
Punch her in the face.
Alex, I'm finally here. I was so scared. People of the kingdom were captured and locked up in the castle of Hanananatonone. Stella rescued me, joined her in Topakaku to the village. I'm waiting for your return to my family home in Shinobi World. Be careful, smooch.
Yeah, so she was the girlfriend you rescued an Alex kid in Shinobi World.
Oh, so that's Alex. This is actually girlfriend.
Yeah.
How old is Alex?
Fucking dude, I don't know. Heavy metalhead!
Oh yeah!
No, look at him. I must choss. Alright, so... the guy who made this was French, so, you know...
We'll cut him some slack.
Yeah,
there.
well, that's...
But also, Google exists, mate. Oh, you got done.
No, I didn't. You saw nothing.
You should have saved after that.
You can actually, like, one of the things that fucking RetroArch has that's really fucking good is undo save state and undo load state.
Ooh,
so yeah, so you can unfuck yourself, and holy shit, that's useful. Cause
I lose.
you can ruin a lot of time with fucking up the fucking save states. bloop, bloop, bloop. I will fucking shit on my dick. Yeah. And you're not winning anything, you fucking ruffian.
We have future power.
Yeah. You ne'er-do-well.
Also, speaking of some fucking depressing news, and I say depressing because, you know, you think someone
Is this an update about your butthole?
can't... No.
Okay, good.
This is nothing related to me in the slightest.
Oh, good.
One of the, like... You know the creature known as Chris Chan, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it came out a while ago that Chris Chan had hot, steamy dreams about his mother. And it turns out, I don't know how real this is, but apparently one of his phone calls was leaked and he had sex with his mother.
Okay.
And that doesn't surprise me, seeing the documentary about that.
I mean, I've seen Bad Boy Bubby, so...
Yeah, and I'm just like...
I mean, there's a lot... There's a Bubby-ish energy that comes from that whole situation.
I don't enjoy hearing anything about it, to be honest. It's just...
Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
It's just...
Like, it's one of those things where, like, I just... You know, because, again, I grew up around mutants. Like, just people who, you know, got a bad role in life. And... There's just a limit to the comic value fundamentally, you know, like, especially because the world, especially because the world is filled with, like, you know, a beautiful array of, like, nominally not fucking retarded people who are malicious ball sacks, and it's just much easier to laugh at them.
Yeah.
Like, because... There is clearly a lot of things wrong with Chris Chan.
Oh, yeah.
I just really don't care what he does.
There's no laughing at this. This is just a sad excuse of a failing
fuck me running
health system that doesn't, and
Isn't
you know,
it
just
American, like they don't have, they don't have a health system.
Well, that's what that. Yeah.
It's just
failing mental health system as well.
I don't think they even have one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have, like, stuff for when you get, like, stabbed.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have stuff for, like, anything to do with the brain, which I feel like most of them would just consider gay anyway. Like,
so the look with the wizards, you need to start saving after you get past this part.
Yeah, I do. I just don't.
If you're gonna abuse the save states, may as well go full.
Well, I'm just gonna have to now because, like, I feel like I'm getting fucked with. I feel like there's a Dark Souls 2 energy coming from this. Whereas, like, I feel like the second one tried to generate puzzles in a manner that was, you know, in keeping with the sort of overall sense of the game, you know? So that worked out fine. Whereas this one I feel like is like, there's a fuck you component coming across. Where I feel like it was made to sort of, it was made to sort of tamper with people.
Don't break. We can just do that, I guess.
Yeah. I think that there.
Huzzah. Save.
Now that I'm doing that, I'll, like, somehow play a lot better. Alright.
That looks weird.
Alright, let's shift the save stop forward so we've got a good safe one. That's what you want. Alright.
What is that? Save the state and check.
Alright, let's... The exciting game of what does this do? Because there's no booklet, you know? Like, I can't just learn this. I think it's like... Okay.
It might be a shield. Okay.
Huh.
It appears to do nothing. It might be a, you might be able to take a hit while holding it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually, well, I mean, it got rid of my fucking fireball, so, I don't know. Let's just, we'll just leave it there.
Go on.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like...
Interesting.
Huh. Damn it, I can't, like, fucking Hadouken over there. Alright. Well, there's lava there, so that's fair.
Oh, fucking bird.
He's fucking...
He's a bit stoned.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you reckon that's going to be a wizard?
I mean, like...
I think
Let's
90%
stick with Aaron
yes.
Costello. Oh, well, fuck me. It actually wasn't. I was certain you were right. I was about to call you Aaron Costello Wizard Detector.
Yeah.
I still think Death Wizard is the way I spell it is such a good fucking, like, that would be like a villain. What the fuck's all that going on down there? That would be a villain band.
That's
in,
that's
like,
the
Deathlock.
fucking that's a ponytail block.
All right, look,
like that literally looks like a ponytail. It looks like a fucking.
Yeah, it does. I think it's a reference to. It might be a Streets of Rage reference. All right, so none of that's just fake lava. Okay, we've learned.
That's the problem. Is like if it's a
here.
reference, it's hard to tell because it's like, oh, that might be a secret awesome power up.
Yeah.
So I can talk about a depressing story that happened to me now, if you want.
What was the depressing story you were talking about? Did we even cover that?
Yeah, Chris Chan.
All right.
You'd mentally blocked it.
I immediately forgot. Again, I just don't fucking care. Like, it's that thing of like, I actually, it's like when dum-dums like complain about like fucking e-girls and shit, and it's like, look, you dipshit. They wouldn't. The sad thing is the market for it. If someone wanted to buy your underwear, you'd be selling your fucking underwear. It's just nobody wants to buy your underwear, and you're ugly and unlovable. Like, I have way more contempt for the weirdo degenerates that like pay a woman for a fucking bathwater than I do the woman selling it, because the woman selling it gets something fucking recognizable and meaningful out of it.
Yeah.
Chris Chan has an excuse. If you follow this and like, harass him, that's a you problem. That's
100%.
You're worse.
Anyway,
What do you do with your time? I just torment this person. It's just pathetic.
so
Not enjoying this setup.
I'll move on to my depressing story.
That's good. Aaron Chan.
Yeah, at
Tard we can make fun of. Oh, god damn it.
no, Aaron Chan is.
I don't like that. Don't do that. That's not a fun. That's an upsetting sound. Don't do those things.
So, I went to Movie World recently for my partner's mother's birthday.
All right.
She wanted to go to Movie World, so we went to Movie World.
Oh, this fucking cunt's back. Yeah, didn't I meet you earlier? Fuck
It's
you.
literally the same dude.
Yeah. I mean, like, they didn't make you fight Cons 12 because this is his house.
Well, at least make him say something different. He said the exact same thing.
Okay, I've got the psychic ball. That's what the Oh, god fucking damn it. Because I knew he was gonna fuck. Because, okay, so the trick to these ones is go to the one that, like, doesn't beat it, because he's gonna shift. Here we go.
Yeah, so we went to Movie World. Now, Movie World, for those who don't know, is Hollywood on the Gold Coast. That's its subtitle. And it's called that because it's a theme park that was built
God damn it.
off the Warner Brothers lot. So there's a Warner Brothers movie studio on the Gold Coast. There's a lot of filming that gets done in Australia because it's very cheap. And, we've got good locations.
Mm-hmm. You can make a lot of Australia look like stuff that's not Australia, which
Yeah.
is important if you ever want to film something in Australia. God damn it. Poo-poo butt ass.
So I hadn't gone for a while, and partner and I were looking, trying
Fucking penis.
to get tickets. And usually I'm used to being able to go online and find
That was
discounted
mine.
tickets.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I could not find them. The best I could do was like, if you're an RACQ member, you get a discount. And I went and looked at that, and it was like, yeah, you get a discount on like a year pass and stuff. They were only doing like discounts on like bulk deals.
Yeah.
And this was the same everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it cost $89 to get in. And you arrive there, it looks quite good from the outside. You see the giant roller coasters. Like, there is the largest roller coaster in the Southern Hemisphere, which is pretty impressive.
You're lucky, because when I went there weren't rides. Penis!
Yeah, you went there in
Like-
1958.
Yeah, I went there,
And-
like, I think it was the year it opened. And it was like, the ride was the Batman experience, which was watching a fucking animatronic fucking Batman wobble at you.
That shit was awesome, though.
point.
That shit was awesome.
I mean, look, if you say so, as long as you're happy.
So, yeah, you go into the main gate, and then in the middle there's kind of like a big roundabout looking thing, and then in front of you there's the Superman ride. To the left there's the Green Lantern, the Hyper Coaster, and the Justice League, and some other things. Now, this bummed me out because when I was a kid, the Batman experience you're talking about used to be in Bruce Wayne's mansion.
Yeah.
And you used to go into the mansion, and then, Alfred would lead you through, and then he was like, oh, no, we have to...
Someone's fucking shit up.
And we go down into the Batcave, and we see the animatronic Batman, and then you get in, like, a wobble machine.
The thing that
a big wobble machine, and
a gimbal, I think, is the technical term for it.
They have a film that plays, and they got rid of that, and that really upset me because, like, they updated it slightly through the years, which was sad because the Batman animatronic didn't do anything.
It was
when
so lame.
No, but like. It used to wobble.
Yeah.
It didn't do that even.
Oh, really?
They changed it to just do nothing, and it was a lame, crappy 90s looking CGI replacement, and it was just...
That's funny.
It wasn't good because the original one was actually unique footage filmed from the original sort of Batman aesthetic movie to fit the ride, and it was really cool. So that was gone. To the right, you go down Main Street, and then they have... To the left, you go to the Wild West area and the Justice League area, and to the right is the kids area. Now, this place is a fucking ripoff. Let me tell you, holy shit, has the experience just gone down the drain so much. Oh shit!
Fucking shop.
Great new stuff. Save state this shit.
Yeah. Right,
so we go down Main Street, and it is so fucking loud. They are playing some sort of weird shit over the speakers. Okay, that's the flying stuff. That's the flying cane. It's the potion now.
Oh, that shit does.
Wait, what? Oh, you got like super jumps.
No, I'm just like, I'm like, things can't hit me, but I'm not like, it's not like the star power.
Oh.
I can just go through things. I'm in the cloud. All right, I think I've got the money, so I'm just gonna get these things because they all seem pretty swish.
So we go to the kids.
Okay, whatever fuck cloud is.
Kids area, because we've got kids with us. Yeah. So we want to try and check out what's there for them.
I'm gonna shut them up for 5 fucking minutes.
And, oh, fuck yeah, you're like Monkey. Oh, it's got a fucking bullet? Yes, Monkey bullet. Yeah, fuck you, Yeti. Oh, that's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Oh, man, I can break it. Fucking.
Look, fuck that.
It's a cloud. Fuck, I crash a fucking cloud. Alright, well, that's how we're gonna be.
You just can't have that. Can you get it from that side? Nope.
God damn it.
That's bullshit. Do you have to use the cloud?
Oh, wait.
Does it just auto-use you? Yeah, the cloud's bullshit. Because it just uses it.
Yeah. Well, it's a vehicle. Vehicles just auto-load.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can break those.
I can destroy some. Alright, that's...
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but I also thought... I mean, I suppose the red ones were indestructible, but also, like, those look more like background.
So we go to the kids area, and back in the day, I remember from my youth, the kids area had a few different things that were really cool. They had big carrots that were like Bugs Bunny's house, and you go in them, and they had like screens where you touch them and like paint.
Oh, fuck. I can't.
I just feel you should just go on from there.
I don't want to though, because things will hurt me. Things will be mean to me, Aaron.
You got a ring though.
I got like fucking weirdly handsome snow gorillas throwing snowballs.
Just get them with your ring.
You know.
And that's been gone for a while, and I know that. They used to have this really cool thing where you'd go on a boat ride and see like shitloads of Looney Tunes, animatronics, and all that stuff. That was gone. What was left was so fucking lame. Like I remember there used to be this cool ride. Like it was pretty basic, but it was essentially kind of like a swing that would just go around. And it was like a rocket, and it was I think it was a Martian the Martian rocket.
Oh yeah,
and it would just kind of like you just go up high and it would swing around and you just see some of the park. It was nice.
Shit.
That was gone. In its place is some of the most just shit rides I've ever seen. So there's a train which just goes around a track which you sit in, which is just a little train. There is the little cars that you drive around a track which are just very slow and just there's no variation. It's just literally a ring. Yeah. There's the roller coaster, which is the coolest thing there, which was shut for the day.
That's funny.
There's another driving game where you drive around a miniature movie world, but that's it. Like, there's nothing to it. You don't go on an adventure anywhere or anything. It was just so fucking lame.
Psycho Fox reference.
All right, so those things are just references.
Yeah, I get that one. That reference I get.
So that's all pretty shit. And you know, Ira's a little girl. I'm fuck off head hooligan.
So good.
I don't think the French understand.
I mean, they have to understand fuck off.
I guess. I mean, this is way too fucking Jenkin.
It's just like this is what I mean when I say this takes up maybe a few more like creative liberties.
No. They just really wanted to put swearing in the original, but you know, Sega, the man, wouldn't let him.
The man.
So that's pretty shit, and we're a bit disappointed with that. So we go. Ira wants to go on a ride, so we're like, the Wild West might be the next best experience. Back in the day, I remember this being linked to the Wild West Will Smith movie.
Yeah. Because the ride was originally just Will Smith piggybacking you around.
And they had to get rid of it because, you know, Will Smith was taking too many plane trips.
Yeah. Because he's getting very tired.
Yeah. He was always doing it. That's the kind of guy he is. Always for the fans, but so this is a ride in the sort of the Wild West area. It's just all dilapidated, dude. Like there's no care or anything that goes into anything.
Yeah. Like that fucking state that like, oh, buggery shit. All right, some stuff's slippery. That state that fucking theme parks get into where like the you know, you can just start to see the fucking cracks.
Yeah. And like, so, fuck off with your wizards.
Every time.
Because like, I've been to Disneyland. I've seen the pristine shit that like, because they just keep that immaculate. Yeah. And they used to have, you know.
Say what you will about Walt, his Nazi-like approach to all things. Dicks does.
Yeah, he's Nazi-like approach to all things dicks. Yep,
yeah, 100% dicks. Yeah, well, other people weren't allowed to have dicks.
They're all Walt's dicks.
Yeah, they had to shave their pubes into little furrow mustaches.
Yep.
But it does lend itself to keeping like the park clean.
Yeah. They used to. So you get into the Wild West area, and because we're got them on the app. And the app tells us all the ride times of how long the queues are.
That's fascinating.
And everything's like 30 minutes plus, but Wild West is like 5 minutes. So we're like, we'll go Wild West. Straight to
the Will Smith. I don't know why they didn't call it that. They just do a sequel series.
The Wild Smith?
Yeah, well, the Will Smith.
Will Smith?
Yeah. It's just you know, people like that. People like Will Smith. He's very likable.
So you go through like this sort of like, you jump too high. This little sort of like cattle shed area. Sort of.
I suppose it is the Wild West.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, you'd be surprised the amount of times a cattle shed area is just part of like shit here and has no thematic relation to the thing. Like,
when I say cattle shed, I mean it's like more Western themed than cattle shed.
Yeah. Well, no, I know what you mean, but you know, like that shit would just show up sometimes.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Or stuff would just have a fucking cattle theme because it was like, well, we've already got one sitting around.
Yeah. So you go through it, and back in the day, I remember lining up in this thing for ages because the queue line goes everywhere through this, like weave. And anyway, we get to the front, and you get into this little boat thing. And off you go. You're floating along, and the experience is so diminished. It is so underwhelming. You go, because you float through this, like, little peaceful part at the start, getting sprayed a little bit. And then you got this big into the mine.
The thing that, yeah. So it's a mine cart, right?
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Back in the day, I remember a sort of holographic looking miner, like going, talking about the mine.
Oh, look out! You're in the wild, wild west.
That was gone. I could see where it used to be, like the little projector thing, and it was just all. So that sucked. You go through the next area, floating along, and it's still cool because, like, they have little jokes and stuff on tombstones, and you see the little areas and the gang fights, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, a lot of the stuff's broken, and then you get to the final part. Like, you go backwards through a drop, and that's pretty cool. You go up the big one, and there's a miner that like West appears on this TV, and this TV, dude, looks like a Crazy Clark's TV. And
you're Warner Brothers.
Yeah. It's fucking embarrassing, and you can hardly hear it because one of the speakers is just gone. The other one doesn't work properly, so you hardly hear him because he's supposed to be like, the mine's gonna blow, get out, but you hardly hear it, so you just hear, huh? Yeah, the thrill part's still cool, but the whole experience sucks. And the other part, it's lost so much of itself over the years of the theme park.
Fucking where am I?
Of like, I guess just loss of budget and maximizing profits.
Yeah, well, again,
because there used to be a thing
from this, were you gonna write a fucking letter and go, hey, look, the miner is like a dick and shit? Like, no one cares, Oh, fucking. Oh, you motherfucker!
Fucked.
Okay.
Because there's a few things that have changed over years. The young Einstein's house. Do you remember that?
No.
So they had young Einstein's house, and it was a walkthrough attraction where
So anyone who doesn't know what that is, feel free to look up the movie Young Einstein and then the movie Reckless Kelly, and then you'll learn. Then the Yahoo Serious is in your mind now. Like, there's no escaping this. You're doomed.
So yeah, the young Einstein's house, which has cool things, like they had for example, a water trough that like went upstream, like the water flowed up.
Oh yeah.
They're just things like that, and that was cool. That eventually got replaced with a Harry Potter experience.
That makes sense.
And it was fucking cool, dude, because they had the train there. They had a wall that would peel apart, just like in the movie, and you'd go down, and they'd have like a lady with an owl and all this shit. Okay. It was like you were walking through Diagon Alley in the movie.
All right.
It was really good. That eventually got replaced with nothing. Just taken. The Gremlins ride was taken, thank fuck, because it was one of the worst rides in the cinema. Because it was cool when you got to the ride.
Yeah.
To get to the ride, you had to sit through like a 30-40 minute film that was just garbage. And then the gremlins would burst through the screen and, take over, and then you'd go on the ride. And that was cool as fuck because you'd go through the movie studio in these cars, and like the gremlins would be taking over, animatronic gremlins, and it was fucking sick. But the movie to get there sucked. That got replaced with the Scooby-Doo Spooky Coaster. That is one of the best rides there. Still is. Except for me and my poor fupa and my nuts.
Okay, god damn it.
Nothing has made me quite as upset as being too fat in Movie World. Because I've seen people bigger than me in this park and on rides.
I think they're just used to it.
And I don't see them like have trouble, but so we get in the Scooby-Doo Coaster, and it's this little, it's like nearly a carnival-sized coaster. A 4-person coaster, and the lady shoves the thing down, and my poor nuts. Dude, my poor nuts. Oh, I was like, huh! And
so she's crunching...
She's crunching down on my nuts.
Is she crunching down on the nuts, or is she like burritoing the fucking, fat roll into the nuts?
Well,
is that what's happening?
So she's pushing down, and the butt's hitting kind of like my stomach area, right?
Right.
So that, and there's like a groove. I don't know why they do these, but they put grooves on the seats. So my nuts just bam into this groove, and the guy in the booth is going like this. So the motion I'm doing is an X.
Yeah, like if
to say there's something wrong. We can't start the ride yet. And so after like 3 tries, she gets it down. It locks in. I'm in pain.
We're sorry, everyone. This guy's fupa is just too good.
It's too good, yeah.
It can't be stopped.
So it wasn't too much of it. It was like 1, 2, 3. Like it was like 5-10 second thing. It wasn't much. But off we go, and the Scooby-Doo Coaster's rad because it's just like these little twists and turns through this sort of spooky mansion, and then it goes to a big warehouse where the big drops are, and it's tight turns and lights and a kick-ass Scooby-Doo song. But they've updated it over the years. And by update it, they've just put a crappy, again, 2000s looking CGI in where these monsters like jump through. Oh, the death blocks all down the bottom.
Yeah, I just, are any of these like supposed to be like, what's all this,
Aha.
That's interesting.
Maybe you can't spawn more than one at once.
That's a possibility. So let's, yeah. Don't have more than one death.
So yeah, it looks shit because now it's just a bare wall with this crappy looking projected CGI on it. And the twists and turns are murdering me. Murdering me. But it's funny because before it gets really intense, you just kind of go around a corner. And then on every corner I'm going, woo! Woo! And the fucking, yeah, pretty much the bender fat noise escaping. And the guy in the car with me is losing his shit. Like, every turn he's laughing harder, and like that. I'm a performer.
Yeah, no.
That fuels
once you
me.
once it's that thing that like teachers would say is don't encourage him. Like once you're getting that encouragement, it's like
life stays. That's nice.
Well, one of them did.
The life. Oh, was there 2 lives?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can just reset those stupid things. I don't have to do this shit at all.
Yeah.
I don't have to make my life difficult. Got a haircut there. Got a haircut there.
So
don't really need one.
I know where the camera flashes are all on the thing, like where it takes photos and stuff, because I remember the spots. And it's quite a nasty drop. A kind of drop and then straight back up. It's a big dip.
Brilliant, Gabriel.
And the dip happens and it crunches me. And I just go, oh! And
I just did that too.
That sucked.
Just had the fucking classic fucking, fat roll to testicle fucking impact.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright.
So that sucked.
The fuck's this shit about? That's fuck off head. That's what it's about.
Oh, he's back. There was like a Justice League area, which was actually really cool. You might have seen some of the photos I took on Twitter or Instagram.
I'm not on Instagram, so it's just stuff that filters.
But you saw them when I posted.
Yeah, well,
on Twitter.
there are ones that filter through from like, fucking dick biscuit.
And it's really cool, dude. Like they have really cool looking statues of the League of Doom. And you can buy these bands that you go on your arm and they interact with them to like play this game. But it's cool. It's cool, but it's lame because that's the only point in the park that does it. And the bands cost $50. And it's like
Ow!
It's like that's a bit much.
Why would you do that?
Like if it went through the whole park, that's a bit more. That makes sense, because when you go to like Universal Japan and you go to Mario World, you get the Mario bands and they go through the whole park.
They're useful. They're worth
useful.
$50.
They're like $20, So there's the Doomsday Ride where Doomsday is kind of picking up this thing, and it's just these 2 things that swing. And it's just I'm like I'm not going on that. I'll get sick as fuck. So none of us went on that one. That was kind of unused area as far as I remember, so that was pretty cool. There there was like all the statues and stuff talked and were interactable in sort of some way. Like I saw a scarecrow statue behind a fence. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And I'm like trying to get artistic photos from different angles. And the fucker sprays me in the face with his fear gas. Like he's like, how does it feel? I'm like, ah! I bet some guy like farted in this. Got another guy with fart gas, Jerry.
Brilliant.
Oh, Bob, you love getting those kids with the fart gas. Nice. The other ride we went on was the Superman ride. Now, this one kicks ass. Superman ride rocks. What?
I bet this is a glitch.
It's a Sonic level. Why'd you have like a boat?
I'm pretty sure that's a glitch.
Interesting. So yeah,
This does look like Peen Hill Zone.
The Superman ride was cool. Now this is one of the things that I found out years ago. That's one of the most cuntyish things ever. So Dreamworld, other theme parks I've gone to, before you get on a ride, they have a bin where you put your stuff, right? The Superman ride, you have to line up for ages. When they get you near the front, they tell you.
You gotta pay for it?
You gotta pay for it.
That's great.
They have lockers. They don't. Oh, this is great.
All right, I think I fucked something up. Whatever.
You think? So they have lockers that you got to pay for. Luckily, you know, we had many people with us, a few people with us that with children, so they weren't going on rides. So it was like, here you go, have all the shit. So we line up for that, and
fucking nickel and dime cunts, like fucking.
I know, dude, I know. And another part of this is gone, like the experience is gone because you used to line up in the Metropolis sort of like rail system.
I think the bottom of it can. Oh yeah, okay. So it is. It's just like the fucking helicopter. I gotta remember that.
And you used to see like this TV ad where they were like, in the event of the, you know, thing with your seatbelts and stuff, and it showed you how to get on the ride, but it was cool because it was themed, but you could hardly hear it. It came out of one tiny little crappy speaker. Yeah, essentially.
In order not to die.
This was another case of jamming my nuts. It clicked in all fine. It was just very tight. And off you go. And this one's still kind of maintained because it's kind of hard not to maintain it because it's all kind of set up and doesn't need to be touched really or cleaned because you're going through the subway, Metropolis subway, and it's kind of being destroyed. So you've got like cop cars falling through and stuff, and it looks all dusty and
looking shitty helps it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's the Sonic block,
and you get to the end, and so the Superman is plastered on the back of the fucking, like he's holding the carriage at the back.
Yeah,
and the idea is Superman is pushing you out.
Right,
and it's like, oh no, we've stopped. Who will save us? And they've taken out this really shitty camp voice that used to go, "It's Superman," and I'm really sad. So I still yelled it myself.
Fuck me, Ron.
Because Superman goes, "Don't worry, folks, I'll get you out." And I go, "It's Superman," and then it slingshots you out of the tunnel because you go from 1 to 100 in like 1 second.
I'm gonna go back.
Just change the core.
I think. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's the core. I think there's just like...
Just glitchy?
Yeah, I just think fundamentally this one's probably, you know, just not in as good a state as the other one.
Gotcha.
Alright, there we go. Alright, well that's good. At least now I can see. Because I did pause it right as I was exiting. So I'm thinking like, alright, maybe I'm
should save this state here then.
Yeah, I'm just
for a good state.
I'm stress testing it just a little bit much.
Yeah. So that ride's really cool. You go shoom straight up and, you know, around. It's a very fast ride. It's over very quickly, but it's a really cool thrill ride.
And imagine trying to do this in a fucking car. Why would you do that?
Yeah, no.
Oh boy, a little bit of money.
The other thing I used to remember about Movie World is they used to do a lot of performances. So
yeah, they'd have like the parades and
they still have kind of a few, but they're shitty.
If they're not repairing the miners, they're not paying drama students. Like
the first one we saw, Marilyn Monroe?
I mean, that's lame for a lot of reasons. Not least of all is there's like a guy that dresses rather convincingly as Marilyn Monroe in Brisbane, just walking around giving it out for free.
Yeah.
So it's like, why am I going to movie
She's
world to
singing
see that, you know?
and she's in a car and she just drives down the street and it's just like, this is shit. The second one was Austin Powers.
Ugh.
Now, this one was incredible because the dude looked like him.
Imagine that being your burden.
I know. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
At least he's getting money for it.
yeah, and like he looked like him. He had teeth and everything. Like I'm pretty sure the teeth were probably a little bit of prosthetic. I hope.
No, that's just part of his burden.
When I heard his voice, though, he didn't sound anything close, so that was a bit shameful. But
That's
like you got to work on the impression if you look like him.
Got that Austin Powers guy. It looks exactly like him. Doesn't sound anything like him. Howdy, y'all. I'm Austin Powers. Like,
no, it wasn't that bad. But
I know, but you know, like it's just funny to me that the guy you were like the guy looked like him. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he was walking down the street and he was doing the dance, you know, from like the first one when he's with all the extras and stuff. And all the extras were with him. Okay. That looked amazing. They were dancing, and this little girl came out behind them and started dancing, and it was the cutest thing. Like that was good. I liked that. But apart from that, like it was pretty shit. The next one I saw was the Batmobile.
Well, even then, that's like fucking 20 years old now.
It didn't look like the Batmobile. Okay. It was a car that had obviously had a few like body things put on it, but it didn't look like any Batmobile ever.
That's weird.
And you could pay $50, Gabriel, to have your photo taken in the Batmobile.
I was gonna say, like, my first thought would be $50 to drive it, but then it's just like, of course they won't do that. It'll be it's $50 to just touch it.
Yep. And that's insane because back in the day there was a parade. It was after Batman's Returns had came out and the Penguin was going down the street and he had the carnival gang with him. The what were they called? The Three Triads or something? Triad gang?
The what?
The clowns in Batman.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Well, whatever they were. Yeah. They were coming down the street and they were trying to kidnap children and put them in cages. I piss bolted because I thought it was real. So I
feel like this is supposed to be this color.
It looks like night, yeah.
Yeah, because like it's the fucking stage is that. So that makes sense.
Yes. I feel like you might have loaded it early last time somehow. Called it. So like this was parade and stuff, and you know they've got the Gotham Cafe, and next to the Gotham Cafe is like Gotham City Hall, and it used to have a rappel point at the top, and like during lunchtime, Batman would come down and fight with the villains and Catwoman and all that sort of shit. That's all gone. They don't do that anymore.
That's lame.
And
I don't think I need any of this shit.
It just sucks, man. Like something I will give them, they still do have a lot of character actors just around the place you can take photos with.
They're just smoking though, and they'll swear at you if you make eye contact with them.
Like they had a dude dressed as the Penguin, and they had a pretty good prosthetic. He looked pretty penguiny, except for the ears. The ears were just holes, and he had his ears pointing out, and they were weird looking. I didn't like that.
Okay, like these are 100% not actors. They're just finding like people with, you know,
deformities.
Yeah, and like just pressing them into labor.
Yeah. That
Austin Powers impersonator doesn't even know he's an Austin Powers impersonator.
They just found him on the street. He thinks he is Austin Powers. The other thing was like we were looking at ride times and they all started going up very high, very quickly. That's cunny. And we were like, maybe they have a fast pass thing because they had like an express queue line and stuff, a virtual queue line. And we looked and we were like, fast pass $20, and we're like, oh, okay, that seems pretty, you know, okay. Because for Disneyland, it was $20 for the fast pass, and you could queue for any ride, and you'd also get the photo pass. So anyone that took your photo, usually they'd try to sell you the photos.
Yeah.
But you go, no, I've got the photo pass, and it just goes to your account. Yeah. You've got all the photos. So we're like, okay, maybe it's the same sort of thing. No, it was $20 per ride.
That's stellar.
And I was like, wait, what? And then no, the more popular rides cost more.
And so the suave motherfucker.
The Hyper Coaster was $25. The Hypercoaster is like the only one that's worth it because the queue time's usually always an hour plus. And
That's
fuck
special.
that.
That's so fucking funny.
Dude, like that is the scummiest thing. Because like you're in the park
Didn't change
already. You've committed to come there. You've bought the ticket. You're in the park.
Yeah.
You've got to buy the food there usually. You can bring your own food, but usually you want to go there. You want to eat their food.
Again,
that's part of the
like,
experience.
that's, like if I wanted to have to pay extra shit when I got in there, I'd go to the exhibition.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, food and stuff or whatever, but like, fucking...
Nickeling, diming at every step of the fucking way, man.
Having different fucking things for every goddamn bit is just
Because
mind-boggling.
I'll give you
All right, so there we go. Undo load state. And then we save state.
Because I'll give you another example of nickel and diming. You go in the merch stores, right? And what do you think they have for characters? So, you know, like for Batman, they used to sell like, you know, the masks and the cowls and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And Superman's cape, all this sort of stuff. Now, what do you think they'd have like for the Flash, Green Lantern, all that sort of shit?
I mean, there are things that I'd like...
But just what do you think like basic they'd have for kids?
Just a mask for fucking, you know, Flash and Green Lantern.
You think?
The ring's the obvious
You
fucking...
think? Gabriel. No, every character just has a cape with their fucking logo on it. And like, I'm talking every character. So you've got Wonder Woman, Flash, like all these symbols on capes.
Doesn't...
So many of these characters don't wear capes.
No, the Flash does not wear a cape.
Cape doesn't wear, Green Lantern doesn't wear a cape. Wonder Woman doesn't wear a cape.
No.
Like, that's just, I was amazed. And like the shops, all the shops were the same. Like they had a pure Batman shop, but it had all the merchandise from the other bat shops and stuff, like
Bat shops.
the other shops around. So it was kind of pointless. It just felt so crap, man.
Huh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
What else was there? So yeah, the behind the Superman is the Arkham Asylum ride. Now this used to be the Lethal Weapon ride back in the day for Lethal Weapon. It was quite big when it came out. It's a coaster that pulls a lot of G's. It's a hanging coaster. So the rail's above you and you hang down. And the idea is you used to watch like a little bit of Lethal Weapon, and it was kind of
Mel Gibson would shout slurs at you.
yeah.
You know, the usual.
Yeah, and he's just there on his day off. He's not even part of the act. He's like, I live here. So you go on that. I don't go on that anymore because as I got older and grew into the harness, I was the perfect height for it to just chop the shit out of my neck. So every twist and turn, bang, 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 bang in the neck. Nearly every single person I know that go on it feels very ill after because it is so G-forceful, impactful, and also the harness destroys your muscles. So this is the Arkham Asylum now. And boy, what do you think the most perfect thing you could add to this ride is? Because they added
God
something
damn
to
it.
the ride. They added VR headsets. You can wear the headset if you want. And it's like, why the fuck would you want to be wearing a virtual reality headset pulling insane G's? That's such a recipe for disaster.
Okay,
that
goddamn it.
sucks.
I don't think that thing can like destroy blocks, but
It
I
doesn't
want to
look
see if
like
it can. Well, I mean, the thing is, I threw it into a hole. So we're gonna try and get this. One right. Okay, so it's got to be over the hole. All right, now we've learned. So that's that's what this is. This is a process of discovery. All right. Now you got. Okay, I can't activate that while I'm on a ladder for fucking obvious reasons. All right, so we'll try and get this.
Should have activated when you were over the hole.
All right, that's great. It just doesn't want to go forward at all. I don't think it's gonna want to agree with me on this, but like, you know.
So yeah, none of us went on that one. And the other ride was the Green Lantern coaster, which said it was it wasn't going to be operating for the day because it was in maintenance or something, and it just started operating halfway through the day. This is the ride that also had an accident, so I didn't really want to go on that one.
Yeah, probably no mad rush there.
Let me look up the accident because my brother was actually there the day it happened. Because I think the wheels fell off or something.
Good job, guys. You know, it's just... How hard is this? Really? I mean, these castle designs...
Oh my Christ, dude.
Madness, but like, okay.
I found a list of incidents at Warner Brothers Movie World. DC Rivals Hypercoaster. On 29th of July, 2019, a 10-year-old girl was struck in the face by an ibis while riding the coaster.
All right, look, to be fair, that could happen anywhere.
I know, but that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, fortunately, she did not suffer any serious injuries.
Yeah, that's no one's fault but Australia's, you know. That's just, oh, God, fucking, you know, is what it is.
On March 15th, 2015, this is for the Green Lantern, one car of a train became detached from rails when a wheel mechanism broke. Queensland Fire Service inspector described it as fairly catastrophic failure of the carriage. That was the first time we'd ever seen the actual failure of the machinery. An investigation revealed that was a design flaw in the wheel assembly, dealing with a bolted joint. There's really nothing Movie World could have done to prevent it. SNS Worldwide redesigned the floor component and tested the ride before it reopened to the public.
All right, so we'll give fucking Warner Brothers a walk on that as well. They bought a product assuming that the wheels would stay on, which is fair. Fucking Jesus.
And it didn't. Due to a fatal flaw, which is just...
Not their fault.
Exactly. I'm still not going on it.
Oh, yeah. Like,
that's just me personally. It doesn't look that good. Like, if it looked like the best ride ever...
Then fuck yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'd brave it, but...
It is worth death.
It just didn't look that great. The Hypercoaster, however... Holy fuck.
Which one? That's the dangly one? Or?
That's the really long one.
All right.
So, I think it's like 1.4 kilometers...
God damn it, I don't want to go down there. I'm gonna fucking... Jesus.
Let's have a look.
That's a drive.
Tallest, longest, and fastest ride in the Southern Hemisphere. 89-degree drop. You can also ride backwards. There's 2 cars on the back that are flipped. Like 2 seats. The length is 1.4k.
That is a long fucking
Goes up
ride.
to 115 kilometers. Yeah, so you also pay for the back seats, by the way. Of course.
All right, I can't go through that. That's fine.
Now, this is what made me feel really fucking bad and self-conscious. Because they couldn't get it down. They couldn't get it to lock in. And I'm sitting here going, I've seen fatter motherfuckers on this. I'm just odd-shaped. That's the problem. I'm tall and odd-shaped. Because a lot of my mass is in my hips and belly. So it just...
We got another jiggler.
Yeah, essentially. But the thing is, like, I've seen fatter cunts on it. So, like, they're just failing to lock it in. And I felt like just saying, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Am I sitting wrong? Like, because don't just keep trying to force it down.
This isn't working.
Like, help me help you, you know? We eventually get it down and off we go, but it took a while. And I felt like fucking shit. Because I'm like, what happens if they don't get it down? Do we just not get to go on the ride?
You've been cast out.
Because I waited. Fuck you.
You have to walk past the fucking, you know, the shame. Run points.
Yeah. So that sucked. I didn't enjoy that.
I mean, did they get it down though eventually?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. You know.
No, but
you
like,
didn't have to do the fat guy walk. So
I know, but I feel shit. I lost a little bit of weight since then. It's hard. It's just been hard lately. Like, they upped my Lyrica.
What the fuck's that? All right.
I'm on double Lyrica. Like, I'm on the most Lyrica I've seen most people be on ever.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do you feel?
Are you okay?
Tell us if you feel suicidal.
Y'all feel suicidal.
And, you know, like, I want to kill myself, but
completely different reasons.
I don't, yeah, like, it's just too much effort, you know?
What the fuck happened here? My fucking...
Like, I want to not be here, but I'm too afraid to die. That's a problem.
All right.
And we solve
go
that.
in there, just fucking,
with
you know...
therapy and medicines. And good doctors. And thankfully, I've got some good doctors and support around me. Which is nice. How do you get up there?
I don't think I've got the flying potion. I don't know if I want to use it just yet. You know.
Is this the way to progress? Is there another way?
I mean, possibly. All right, let's. Which one of these did that shit? All right, yeah, help me out here, medicine.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Oh, fuck off. You got a life, though. Ah, titties. I don't crouch. They will not see me. I feel like you're just supposed to take that and get out of here. I feel like the ladder is going to take you.
I don't know. Like, I feel because it requires an item. I feel like it's probably because.
No, but I mean, you're probably. What I'm saying is, this might be another way that you come up from. You know what I mean?
It may be. We'll find out after I'm done fucking float jiggling here. There we go.
You should be able to just stop it.
Huh.
You found a secret.
Unintentional.
I don't like that frog. Punch him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I agree.
Who are those ugly little men? They're the Grunkalunkers.
Right, look, I wanted that one up there. Okay.
Tell them I hate them. I fucking love that line.
I just tell them I hate them.
Because it's just so fucking spiteful.
But also understandable.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is like the fact that all their like when they start saying Grunkalunka and then the fucking setup phrase is so fucking obvious. I really enjoy that. Alright, so we gotta be fucking. Alright. Yeah, where we going here, you know? Is the fucking.
What's that thing up top?
There's just been like whirling stars as like a bit of like background dressing.
Oh.
At least
I'd prefer it as a salad dressing.
Fucking gee, where the fuck am I? Like, right now I know. Aha! Fucking. Look, Lord.
So yeah, Movie World is a shitty place.
Shitty wood.
And the only reason to go there would be is if you get cheap tickets and you've never gone. Like, it's worth a once in a while, but not at full rate, because you're gonna get nickel and dimed in there hard.
Not when like fucking, you know.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! You fucking killed him.
That's bullshit, man. That's some bull.
Fucking lag, bro. You're playing online, apparently.
Fucking lag.
It's cloud-based.
Low.
That frog has shitty internet.
Yeah, fucking lag switching.
Send him a message saying you fucked his mum. I'll show him.
I'll learn you.
Fucked your mom. I know, you're in the bedroom right now.
Dad, stop sending me these messages.
That would be fucking funny, actually. I wonder if any parents actually done that.
Well, I feel like this shit could start fucking happening. Like the FGC's having kids.
That's true.
They're getting.
I can't wait for Jay Wong's kid to like not want to play fighting games at all, but he'll keep forcing. Like, he'll be the Asian father stereotype, but with fighting games instead of being a doctor. I want to be a doctor, Dad. No, you will be a fucking fighting game player.
No, you're a guile main.
Down back in this household, young lady.
This house we hold down back. Alright, now look, game, when I fucking push the jump button, I expect to...
You gotta start saving these saves more. Every screen.
Yeah, I feel like in this fucking horror dimension, it's just...
There's just too many little bits where you can just like slippy lippy.
Hey,
konbanwa. Yibitsume head. Yakuza from the feudal gang.
I like his smile. Look at him.
Yeah, it is a good smile. The slitted eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how to play this. I already beat fuck off head. All right.
Yeah, we killed 2 people already.
Yeah.
Alex straight up murdered them. You were just supposed to beat me and Jankin and leave.
Too bad.
Just brutally beating him.
I've got this fucking elephantitis fist. So you're gonna deal with that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court. Jankin, please.
Oh, fuck, that's right. He goes to paper. I'm a dumbass.
Please proceed to tell us what you saw. Well, fuck off head was there and he beat him. Alex beat him and he could have just left, but his fists, they were so big, he just kept pummeling. Alex like punches him from the fucking witness, from the defendant stand with his giant thing.
Big fist.
The judge is just like, order in the court. But the judge has a really big fist too. So now we know it's like the bias.
Yeah, we're not going to get a fair trial here.
The big fisted rule this land. Do you reckon he could give some pretty wicked hand jobs?
I don't know if it's the size of the fist.
I mean, if you got a big dick.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's one of those. It's more the size of the dog in the fight rather than the size of.
Can he make other bits grow? Can he make his dick do that?
I mean, maybe. Like, I mean, I figure shell core is just a technique.
His feet don't get bigger, do they? When he kicks, I can't remember them getting bigger.
They get like a little bigger. Like, in Enchanted Castle, the size thing was a little bit more of a, natural, sort of thing.
Right.
Look, sir.
Bullshit.
If your body could just stop fucking chucking things at me, that'd be great. Right in my fucking face.
Gabe's dadkin.
That would be something that would happen when my brother and I were playing Frisbee a bunch, like...
What, you yell Hadouken?
No, the Frisbee would hit like this fucking... You'd have your hand there perfectly like lined up to catch this fucking Frisbee. And the Frisbee, meanwhile, would hit like this fucking air pocket. And just go boop right in front of you. And... and it'd be coming at you hard and fast. And it'd just go up 3 centimeters above your hands and then hit you right in the bridge of the fucking nose.
I was thinking last night or the night before. I was having like a midlife crisis.
God damn it.
I'm just like, man, I wish I was young again. Just like really young back in the fucking old days. It's like,
Jesus,
the things I could do with my knowledge.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, I think, last time.
I know, but I like really was thinking about it, and I was like thinking back to, times of my youth.
Thinking back to like time.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I gotta get him on the other side, man. The second run. So.
Time in the Lyricum dimension moves different. You fuck him up.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, yeah, he's just gonna fucking suddenly be animate and count, and then I'm gonna die. I fucking, look, Lord, deliver me from... I'll say, you know what, I can't pause it. I can't use items, like, man.
That's bullshit.
Like, yeah, I'm sort of a bit miffed about that, like...
I only wish that, like, the only thing I have regret about not going on a movie was the Jim Belushi ride. But
I wish that were real.
That had a 4-hour wait, and I don't have that time.
It only had a 4-hour wait because, like, Jim Belushi on a couch was, like, just stuck in the line. And they could have easily fixed this, but he just refused to get up off the couch.
Well, I mean, he fell asleep. No one had a poke flute.
Belushi flute.
Yeah, he only...
Belushimon?
You don't want them?
They're everywhere.
Belushimon? You're not my friend. Is she alive?
Jim is alive. John is dead.
All right, cool.
Oh, fucking
Jim John. Jim John. Jim Jong-un. Oh, shit. Whoa. So when you hit him, is it like, can you just go touch him?
yeah. He becomes a non-entity.
Okay,
after.
I
If you hear the beep noise, it like
Right, okay. I've just been sitting here thinking you've been so lucky. Yeah, fuck him.
yeah. It's actually like it occurred to me after you mentioned it's something I should be fucking like working more to exploit. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just play the exciting game of that was obviously a glitch.
No, it was intended. Uh-oh. Have we come to the end of this run?
I'm thinking so.
Because, like, it's getting real fucky now. Because I feel this is maybe supposed to be a boat level. Woo!
I'm not meant to be there.
Fucking you think? Like, is the level supposed to scroll down? Is it supposed to go right? Fucking who knows? Music keeps changing as well. When you get a different spot.
Well, this has been Alex Kidd in Miracle World 3. I believe this is the curse of Miracle World. Don't go to Warner Brothers Movie World because I believe there's a curse on Movie World.
Especially like
Welcome to Aaron Kidd in Warner Brothers Movie World.
If you've got large hips,
Yeah.
like be careful.
If
They will prejudice against
Yeah.
you and
you-
follow you through the park with a fucking trumpet going.
If you're a man that looks like he not only can give birth but is about to, don't go to Warner Brothers Movie World. I feel like this game would be fine. If I had the time and was by myself, I'd fiddle around and try to, maybe get it working. But I've been playing this for a while now and staring at the weird little hallucination Alex blocks and like waterfalls of goo.
I'm laughing, but I'm crying on the inside.
That's where crying goes.
Keep It Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know.